All right, since I got it loaded up here, let's get started. I'll play something here. All right, beautiful. Sounds awesome. They really did a good job with the dynamic range. If you notice, I played a piece that didn't require a lot of hard hitting or a lot of velocity, because I believe how you can determine the true value of a piano is not necessarily how hard and how hard you play, so you can see how much you can get out of it, but how soft you can play and feel in control, like you're in control with the dynamics underneath your fingertips. All right, so I want to talk about the interface, the UI, which in my opinion looks very, very, very classy. They did a good job with this design also. And so what we're looking at right now is the main page, and right here is where you'll get underneath the hood. So if I click on that, it looks just as classy as the first um, interface. So this is under the how it looks under the hood, and this top area right here, basically we're talking about mechanical noises like pedal, key noises, resonance, volume, pedal, and let me get into an explanation how each of these works. So release volume, pianos now are sampled with the release sample included. In the earlier virtual piano or virtual instrument days, only thing was recorded was just the key down sample. So it would probably sound something like this. And to cover that up, they would add a reverb on it to kind of give it a simulation of a release, or to cover that up. So you have your release volume. All right, and let me see, put that back. And the pedal noise. So if I press the pedal, so you could control the volume of that. Key noise. That's basically the sound. Let me turn it off first. You hear the hammers. All right. Resonance volume. So what the resonance volume is, when I'm sustaining notes, that it's hard to explain, but the resonance of the notes that are being sustained kind of adds an effect. I'll play it. I can actually show you better, I can tell you. So if I play, or that's how it sounds without the resonant volume on, but I'm going to play the notes, hold the chords, and turn up the resonance volume so you can hear. There it is. It's almost like you can hear the body of the piano. Okay, so that's the resonance volume. And all right, and then true pedal action. It adds a sophisticated type of resonant sound when using the pedal and releasing the pedal and holding notes down. So let me see if I can show you. I'm going to play the notes, sustain them, and then you'll hear what I'm talking about. So I'm holding down the notes. You should have been able to hear that. I'll do it again. One more time. All right, hopefully you can hear that. But that's true pedal action. And then repedal um, basically sounds like this. It captures, it's catching the tail of the notes. So that's the effect of it, and it's called repedaling. Turn it off. It's not doing anything, but when it's on. And then we have the tone knob, which basically, I believe it works as like an EQ. And we have the reverb switch here. They put some very nice reverbs on here. Sounds real good. Got a list of all types of reverbs. And then this is where we get to the mic section. Right now I'm on the closed mic position, and it has its own, each mic position has its own volume control. So I'm going to load up to the player position, and right here in this area it shows the samples being loaded. So I got a combination of the player position and the close position. Let me go ahead and close out. Mute, actually I'm going to go ahead and mute the close position. Sounds very good. So all right, and let's do the side position. Each mic position has its own particular tone. Then we get to the mix, which is a combination of all three microphones. And that should be loading up. So it's just one selection, but it's a combination of all the three positions on one channel. So there we go. All right, so yeah, and this right here shows a nice, I don't know what to call it, but a nice visual overhead of the piano here. And now this last section here, the sympathetic resonance, which basically is when you hold down, I'm holding down a C chord. Now if I play notes that are related to the key of C, the other notes will ring out. And moving along on to the next section. Now only have a sustain pedal, and it's an off and on sustain pedal, so I'm not able to really go into the half pedaling or the una corda explanations here. But if you want to check out the videos of the VI Lab True Keys on YouTube, you can actually see an example of them using these both here. And over here in this lag section here, you have control over your dynamics, your velocity curve. So depending on what type of keyboard you're using or MIDI controller, you're able to customize. You're able to customize your velocity curve, the sensitivity of it, dynamics, the threshold from minimal to max, and the polyphony. So it's a very nice looking interface. Also very user friendly. Doesn't get confused or lost into tweaking things. Everything is right at your fingertips, and it sounds beautiful. What more could anyone ask for?